Hey, 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 y'all. It's RC the OraCola. Woo, I'm here. Wait, I got to plug in my computer. I forgot that I need to do that shit. Hold up. I got to lean over. Uh, oh, God. Can barely reach it. Oh, that hurt my ribs. Okay. Whew. All right. We made it. Yes. Hello, y'all. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm RC Cola. I'm coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas, here on August 23rd, 2023. 2323 is the vibe today, and I hope all of y'all are doing okay. I'm doing just fine. I made it to the show. Every time I make it to a show, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I made it to the show. That's how I work. I'm always grateful. So anyway, any of y'all that are out there in the chat, make sure you turn on the live chat option, not the top chat option, because live chat is better. Top chat sometimes censors. Just FYI. Hey, PNG, good to see you. Welcome to the show. We got a family member in the house. Yes, I love it. All right. Well, in case you aren't aware, I am RC Cola. I'm the OraCola. I am going to read tarot or some other oracle for you. There's a whole list of them in the description box down below. Just click that down arrow underneath my video that says description. It'll tell you all the oracles you can choose from. So what you got to do is you got to put your question for the universe into the chat, which means you got to be logged into fucking Google. Yes, the man's got to know what you asked. That's the way it works. This is the price of it being free. Like, I don't got to pay a fee to do this, but they're mining our data. So you got to cough it up, bitch, if you want an oracle read. So put your question in the chat while you're logged into the Google. And you can use a dummy account. I ain't going to tell. But do that, and then put your oracle selection in all caps in that same whole thing. Like, something needs to be in caps for me to see it, because I'm old and blind and I don't have no moderator. So yeah, I make this window as big as it can be, but it usually ends up being way smaller than I can handle. So just put it out there. Question, oracle, something in all caps. Hopefully I will see it. Make sure you're in the live chat, and welcome to the show. All right. We got fuck you. Hey, fuck you. Welcome. Glad you made it at the top of the show. I know that's sometimes difficult for you. I don't know what it's like in Canada land and that other time zone, but I'm sure it's difficult. So thank you. Appreciate you. We got Goog. Hey, Goog. Good to see you. We got Prince. Hey, Prince. Oh, my goodness. So we got a lot of family here in the house tonight. I love it. I love this energy. You know, we're in the middle. We're kind of smack dab in the middle between the new moon and the full moon. So there's like a lot of weird wishy-washy energy happening. I mean, it rained yesterday here in Austin, and that was unusual. It only rained because there was a weird freak tropical storm that formed in the Gulf, like real close to Corpus Christi, like just like offshore, and then moved on within a day. I ain't saying that was an energy weapon or like weather modification, but yeah, suspicious. Usually them things take a little bit to churn up, but nope, this was an instantaneous one. I don't know that it did much damage. We didn't get much rain here. We got like one little thunderstorm where I live, and it lasted like 10 seconds, because literally I looked outside, it was dry. I looked outside, it was wet. And that was the only difference I noticed. So yeah, I don't know what's happening, but I'm glad y'all are here. Yes, it's totally weather modification. Patrick, welcome. I do believe, yes, that there is definitely weather modification happening. I've believed this for a long time. Actually, I'm going to go on. I've been saying it forever. Shit, I was saying it back on the Cooking Good days that I believe that the man has been fucking with the weather. And I fucking remember when that chemtrail thing started. Right, right. Like, I used to live in like a flight path for a big international airport near Houston, and you can just like deduce which one that was. But I used to live in that flight path for a long time, and I got used to seeing things going overhead in all kind of ways. And I remember when I started noticing the trails behind the planes kept getting longer and bigger and fatter and kept going out and out and out until they looked like clouds. I remember that shit. And I was like, this is weird. This is different. And, I was gaslit just like everybody. They're like, no, 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 this has always been happening. But no, I do not believe this shit. And I will stand on this to my grave. They've been fucking with the weather my whole life, and I've been lied to about it, and I'm fucking pissed. And I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it out loud. I know a lot of y'all feel it in your hearts, and you're afraid to say it. That's okay. That's okay. But OraCola ain't afraid to say it. They've been fucking with the weather, and I'm fucking pissed. We could have had a way nicer climate if they just left shit alone. There's highs and lows, whatever. No, trying to manufacture shit, and worse, trying to weaponize some shit against somebody else, that's just plain fucking evil. And I don't abide by evil. No, I do not, because I'm a being of light and I vibrate higher. Speaking of vibrating higher, let's do the ritual. All right. Let's do it. If you got your own ritual here, you can do it. If you need a pee break, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Okay. First thing I like to do is burn this sacred wood. I don't care if you think it's horrible. I'm just going to do it anyway because I got it. All right, we're going to burn this sacred wood and make sure that we get the dog smell out of the house because it fucking sucks. Actually, it's not so bad. He got a bath 2 weeks ago, so we're probably okay. All right. It's just his toys and shit that smell. I need to wash all them blankets and toys and things. Ugh, that's a whole other trip to the laundromat. Ugh. Got to use the machine in the back so the person working the desk don't see you putting the dog toys and dog rug in there because they don't like that shit. It's nasty. You got to do what you got to do. Just saying. All right, we burn the sacred wood, and then we got to ring the bell. Just make sure the universe knows we're here. Say, hey, universe. We're ready to have some fun. We're going to ask you questions and you're going to give us answers and it's going to be a great time. Right? Right. Yes, that's what we're doing there. Okay. And then we got our Prospera spray. Oh, no. Let's not forget the pathogen wand. It was off to the side because I thought it might be dead. However, I'm going to give it a chance to come alive. Come on, pathogen wand. You can do it. 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 There she went. It's weak, but it's there. The pathogen wand is scourging our area of the new COVID variant that I can't even say because it is such a controversial topic. The whole thing is controversial, but apparently there is a new strain. And we all got to be afraid of that shit because we don't want to worry about how much money our government just sent to Ukraine. And yes, that rhymed on purpose. Okay, we did that. And then here we go. I'm sorry, I said scratch my nose. Yes, Prospera spray. So we got the Prospera spray here for abundance. Remember, you can manifest good or bad abundance. It's up to you. The universe does not judge. However, the universe wants you to choose the abundance that will work for your journey to get to your higher self. So choose that abundance. And if you want to share any abundance with me, it's always welcome. You can do that through Venmo or PayPal that's in the description, or you can send me an email at rcoracle@gmail.com. Also, if you forget that because you're too high, it's in my fucking shit. Look it up. It's in the YouTube shit. Yeah, send me an email. Say, hey, I want to send you something on Amazon or whatever. I'll tell you how to do that. I am equal opportunity gifting. That's how I roll. All right. And then finally, we got, speaking of gifts, a gift. We got a gift from one of y'all that watches regularly. I don't know if they're there right now, but if they are watching later, thank you so much. This is our Florida water. We're going to anoint our chakras and just make sure that we have all of them little wheels spinning to our highest good. And that is how we start the show, the OraCola. All right, y'all. We got the ritual up. I do not have a lotto ticket tonight. So we are here for the duration, just y'all and me doing what we do. So let me go up here and scroll up and see if we got any questions that I missed. Okay, we're talking about weather modification. HARP. Yes, I know about HARP. I know all about fucking HARP. So do the whales. And they're fucking pissed. They started like attacking boats in the Mediterranean. This is like the whale vanguard. If you are unaware of how smart whales are and how patient they have been with humanity, then I suggest you look into the whole, like, I don't know, the captive whales killing people and also the whales in the Strait of Gibraltar attacking boats. Look into that shit. These are orcas, which are considered to be the highest, like, smart mammal aside from us. I think orcas, dolphins, that them kind of mammals is considered to be the most intelligent. They got their own fucking languages and they got fucking dialects. Like, that's complex. I ain't saying that they're the best because honestly, we ain't scratched the surface on the plant world. Hello. Plants have feelings too, and they think too, and we are so stupid for thinking they don't. Anyway, sorry, all y'all vegans. You don't have the moral high ground. You just think you do. All right. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. That was a whole ritual, and we did it. And if you have a question for the universe, please put it in the chat. Put your oracle selection in all caps, and maybe I'll see it. All right. There we go. Apollo's here. He's still wearing his cone. Come here, bud. I know he's upset about it, but honestly, if I don't leave it on him, he will just chew himself raw. And he's even found a way to like chew his back legs with the cone in a particular position. Like, this is how it works, y'all. If you have a smart dog, that dog will figure shit out. And it will be surprising to you. And you will have to like go in your room and think about it for a while, like for a while, and go, how did I fail in life? What did I do to deserve this problem? Because I don't know how to solve it. This is a new thing. This is some North Node shit. South Node is like laughing at my ass. So, okay. All right, I'm going to scroll up here. HARP. Yep. Yep, of course not. Of course they wasn't. No, I remember the skies, y'all. I ain't stupid. I remember shit. I mean, I've done some bad things to like obliterate brain cells, but I remember most of it. I promise. Okay, can we get a Celtic tarot? Oh, a revelation. Okay, so we got a Goog revelation. How many places can whales calculate pi to? Well, that's a very odd thing to ask the Revelation. I don't even know how the Revelation is going to answer that, but we're going to find out because I'm intrigued by the balls of you to ask that kind of question of the Revelation. So, when we do this question, we got 22 verses in the chapters in the book of Revelation. And so we're going to go to 22 first. All right, here we go. Here we go. 22. We got to generate a number. No, that was generating a. Oh, God. Sorry, y'all. My finger glitched. Okay, so there's 22. All right, number one. So we go to the book of Revelation, chapter 1, and see how many verses there are. Oh, we're almost there. So there are 20 verses. So we're going to look up and see what, and I'm going to have to put my readers on. Sorry, y'all. Sorry to ruin the illusion that OraCola can actually see, because I definitely cannot. All right, so 20. Here we go. Verse 13. That might be bad. It might be good. Who knows? Let's find out. So, book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13. For the question of whales calculating pi. Okay, here we go. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt around the paps with a golden girdle. All right, so I don't know what the rest of it means, but the number 7 was mentioned. So I'm going to just say 7 to the pi, or pi to the 7, or however that fucking works. I don't know. I ain't a mathematician. Just know that the number 7 is important when it comes to orcas and calculating pi. All right. Oh, who's next? Celtic Tarot. Ooh, Patrick. A Celtic Tarot. This is our little red-headed stepchild tarot because it's difficult. But we're going to do it anyway. All right. So the Celtic Tarot is a 2-step process also. Maybe not. Maybe it's just, no, it is. Because I got to like shuffle it, find the oracle, and then like hoist up this whole goddamn book that is also the housing for the oracle. It's just the stupidest design ever. I don't know who made this shit up, but they get I don't even know what the opposite of a gold star is. It can't be a black star because that's got good connotations ever since Bowie put out his album and died. So, like, brown star? Yeah, it's a brown star. Nobody wants a fucking brown star, especially a shit brown star. So, no, brown star. Okay, here we go. Hey, Carol Jean, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. All right. So, Celtic Tarot guidance for the week for Patrick. Did a little shuffle there. Let's see what we got. How's this? You should tie her in. I don't know. I can't ever tell. Okay, here we go. What is this? Brayden. Looks like a fish. Looks like 2 fishes. Looks like a Pisces kind of thing. So we're going to have to look it up in this horrible book that is attached to the actual housing for the cards. That's how shitty this is. So, Braden. I don't even know what that is. Okay. We're going to go Celtic divination. All right. Braden. What is this? No. Why is it not like alphabetical? That's the thing. Like, I don't understand. This is not alphabetical. It's just, look at this shit. There's like all these things. It don't make any sense together. I'm flabbergasted. Oh, I missed it. Like it's somewhere up here. Really? Really, y'all? Oh my God. Maybe it's not even like a fucking plant. I don't even know. Animal. I don't even fucking know. What did I say? It was Braden. That sounds like a name of some asshole that like is ruining your life and you're addicted to being with him because he like fulfills some daddy fantasy for you, but he's also just the worst narcissist and you cannot kick the addiction. Like you keep going back with this asshole, even though he's cheated on you like 10 times and he asks you for money and you loan it to him. That sounds like Braden to me, but maybe I'm just like mispronouncing this because it's Celtic. Hold up, y'all. I gotta look this up. Okay. Salmon. Oh, it's a fucking salmon. Okay. There it is. The salmon is regarded as the oldest animal of all. I did not know. And its qualities are typified by its extraordinary life cycle, its epic voyages. Yeah. We know how that shit works. Leaping. Yeah. It exemplifies the qualities of rejuvenation and youthfulness combined with the long search for wisdom. Okay, so this is how I'm going to interpret this. Just because I am obsessed with the bear cam, you need to watch a lot more bear cam over the next week. You want some guidance from me? You want some peace, some solitude, something that'll like get your juices, your creative juices, your mental juices flowing? Watch the fucking bear cam. Do that. Or maybe eat some good salmon. I don't know, get a salmon burger from HEB or go and buy some fancy salmon and lox from the Jewish store. Like, do a thing with the fish. But that fish is like calling you. So, yeah, get that stinky, oily salmon fish and go to town. All right. We did that. Tarot birthday reading. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Nope. We got the tarot gene, then the Celtic tarot for P&G. Birthday reading for my great nieces. They had their first birthday. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's see what the tarot has to say for the great nieces. I do love a general reading for a birthday because the tarot is not here to make you afraid. The tarot is here to give you ideas. That's how I think of it. If you have a little spot in your life that's a little bit dark that you're not sure about how to illuminate, sometimes consulting the tarot can give you a little bit of light in the darkness. It can tell you, oh, this is the direction you need to move in. This is the direction your thoughts, your actions, your emotions might need to consider before you do the next thing. There's a whole lot that the tarot can offer. And if you just open your mind to it and don't think it's demonic, it ain't got nothing to do with religion. It's just about introspection. It's a meditative practice. So yeah, it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Okay, tarot for the nieces' birthdays. This one, oh, the devil. So don't be afraid here. This is just like they're young, so they might be into things that aren't good for them. So they just need strong guidance, right? And also, don't be tempted to interfere in their journey. Like, they are going to do what they're going to do. I don't know what the situation is with the children. However, I would say that the Devil Tarot card is all about mitigating the good and the bad, right? Just trying to figure out the balance between the two. There might be overindulgence on one side, there might be a lack of discipline on one side, there might be too much discipline, there might be no indulgence, no support. Like, you want to find that balance between the two. And yeah, I think as far as kids go, they're always little shits. They're going to be little shits. That's the way they're built. They're supposed to be little assholes, little devils for a little while. That's how you work out all your bullshit. Hopefully, if you got a healthy family that can guide you. So just be a wise person in their life. And don't worry about the crap. Just be like, hey, they got to go through some shit, and it's going to be a little bit devilish for a while, but it's going to be okay. All right. Good luck. All right. Ooh, Lava came in. Hey, Lava Jeans. Good to see you. Welcome back. Always good to have you in the house. OraCola. Oh, I see an all caps from Fuck You. What should I say? Here we go. Is it always wrong to give someone the finger at a party? Got things to cooking, I'll tell you that. Oh, well, I don't know, because you didn't give me no oracle as far as I can tell. I cannot tell that you gave me an oracle. Okay, well, there's the thing. If you don't give me an oracle, I just got to figure it out. It's not always wrong to give someone the finger at the party. It's just usually not wise. I'm just saying this as a person who's been to parties and done some stupid shit. I've been to parties and done things in the moment that I thought were funny or sarcastic or perhaps even brazen but cheeky. However, they were not received well. And I was told by many people that they were not received well. So, yeah, it really depends a lot on the context. I would say that discernment in this situation is always preferable to embarrassment. Y'all repeat this. Discernment is preferable to embarrassment. Discernment is preferable to embarrassment. Always. Yeah. I know you love them, Carol Jean, because you gave them to me. Hi. I love it. Okay. Yes, they are going to be double trouble. Of course they are. They're kids. All right. Well, I didn't get an oracle from Fuck You, so I'm just going to create oh, y'all want tea time. Well, here's the little curveball I'm throwing at y'all. It's Ask OraCola Anything Night. So, first person to throw it in the chat gets their question answered. Who is it? Who's the one that's going to get their question answered? Who is it? No one has said anything yet. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, that wasn't a question. Sorry, it has to be a question. We're Jeopardy style here. You got to ask a fucking question. You can't just throw out a topic. I need to know a question. Oh, Goo got in first. AMA, what brand of what does that say? socks do you buy? What brand of socks? Okay, so Goo got the first one in. The brand of socks that I buy is whatever's on sale. And I try to pay less than $1 or around $1 per pair of socks. And here's the thing, I ain't picky about my socks. I typically go for novelty socks because they're usually the ones on sale after Christmas or after a holiday. And for example, pour a hemp lay. I've been wearing these socks that I got from like a 12 days of Christmas kind of like thing. And this is at the Tuesday morning before it shut down. They shut down my Tuesday morning. I'm kind of upset about it. But anyway, they had this like 90% clearance on this 12 days of Christmas sock set. And I got all these 12 socks for like $3. So I was not complaining. And they was all just like, I don't care what the socks say as long as they last. So yeah, that's what I do with socks. I will buy the cheapest socks and they will last as long as they last. And if they get a hole in the toe, I ain't fucking darning that shit. No. You know what I'm gonna do with it? I want to either put it on my bicycle as handlebar covers when it's real hot, or I'm gonna use them as dusting cloths and then just throw that shit away. That is how I'm wasteful. I don't drive a car, so I'm wasteful in other ways. And one of the ways is I will throw away fabric that have been dusting my shit because it's got a hole in it that I will not repair. And I'm sorry, universe and earth. I'm not one of them people who will like use pea cloths or like use a cloth to wipe my ass and then wash it in the river. No, I will not spread my germs that way. I'm going to cough like a normal person. Okay. All right. We got that AMA out. Oh my goodness. It'd be fun if I did have an advent calendar and I could just say some like horrible truth every time you opened it up and you ate your bitter chocolate, because it would be very dark. It would be like 90%, at least 90% cacao. So you eat your bitter chocolate, you'd be chewing on it and be like, this is grainy. I don't like it. And then I'd be like whispering in your ear, not whispering, but yelling like, hey, guess what BlackRock did this week? And then rah, 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 rah. And then it would be the best advent calendar ever. I think. But other people might not think so. OraCola Oracle cookies. That would be funny if I had like fortune cookies, but I don't want to like impede on that brand because they're so shitty that I don't want to be shittier. Like literally a fortune cookie is the shittiest thing you can put in your mouth besides Bud Light. And I'm not saying that because Bud Light's political. I'm saying it because Bud Light sucks. And if you didn't know, check out my rant about it, which can be seen on my YouTube. But yeah, I don't like fortune cookies. I don't think they taste good. I don't think they're actually food. I feel like they're a plastic amalgamation of what you think food should be, and it's a test to see if you'll actually eat the whole goddamn thing. That's what I think. If I go to a restaurant that serves those abominations, I will not judge them for it because I understand that there's an expectation, first of all. But I also understand I don't have to eat the fucking thing. No. However, I do enjoy cracking open the thing and reading the fortune. And if the fortune appeals to me, I might eat a nibble of the cookie just to kind of acknowledge the fact that I enjoyed it. But I did not enjoy the cookie part. I have never enjoyed the cookie part. I want to be clear about this. Okay? Even the ones that taste fresher and sweeter, shit. Total shit. Ooh, all kind of truth spilling out of me tonight. Okay. Let's see what we got. Anybody else got a question? No. Well, we're back to oracles because I did my AMA and someone hopped in on that. So we got about 20 minutes left. I don't even know what time it is. Is it 37? 27. Oh, it's 37. Okay. So we got about 23, 24, 25 minutes left in the show. Yeah. Tab of LSD inside a fortune cookie. Well, that would be exciting. If someone went around and just seeded random fortune cookies with a tab of LSD, and like these randos who normally eat at Golden Corral and just happen to go to the Chinese buffet on Saturday because they happen to be in that shopping center, got like dosed with LSD, that would be interesting. Hopefully, they would have a spiritual experience. Hopefully. But they could also have that brain on drugs fried egg experience that we all learned about in the 80s, which thankfully, now that most of us in the 80s is getting older and dying off, the younger people do not have that trauma. Like, I don't look at drugs and think of eggs. I mean, they don't. I do. I look at drugs and immediately think of eggs and some like hot chick like tearing up a kitchen. That's what I think about when I think about drugs, and it's very confusing. People these days, they don't. The younger folks, I don't think they have the same connotation. Put it in the chat if you think you know what they're thinking, but I'm pretty sure the family members here are mostly older people. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Crystal for PNG reading for the week. Yes, let's do this. Always good to have a crystal energy. And I know India just landed their fourth supposed human lander on the moon. Not a human lander, but like an actual like bot or some kind of like probe or something. Landed on the moon. So India is in the space race, y'all. Don't count out a country with as many people as China. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just because you might not like their food, don't mean they can't put shit into space. I personally love Indian food. It's very rich. It reminds me of Cajun food in a way. It's got a very particular rich flavor to it, and I love it. I'm a little sad that they don't eat beef because I do love me some cow, but that's their whole thing. They do vegetables and goats and other things real good. So yeah, good on them. I'm happy they got their little moon lander on the moon. And yeah, hopefully it'll find some water or some shit or maybe some aliens. I don't know. There's a whole lot about the moon we don't know. I've talked about this before. And it's definitely one of them subjects that deserves more attention. It's just like, how much time do you have? Like, you could spend all your time researching Kennedy assassination, or you can spend all your time researching 9/11, or you can spend all your time researching the moon. There's so many things you can do. Or you could just like ignore all that shit and worry about your personal shit. People do what they got to do. Okay. Crystal for PNG for the week. Let's see what Pretty Rock shows up. Pretty Rock, Pretty Rock, Pretty Rock. Oh, this one. Soda Light. What does it say? Oh, God. I can't even read that. Sorry. Speak your truth. Okay. Soda Light. Speak your truth. Definitely. This is the time of year to not take no shit. It's hot as fuck. Everybody is a little pissed off. So if somebody is bothering you or you feel like you need to say something, just speak it up. But don't be a bitch about it. Be honest and be direct and then let it go And then if someone like comes back at you and said, why'd you do that? Be like, look, I did it because XYZ, have a good reason. And don't be kerfluffled because you know what? You said your truth. The important thing is you said your truth. So whatever it is this week, speak the truth and don't be afraid. You're welcome. I was thinking of the wife burning and the acid attacks. Ooh, I missed a lot apparently. I need to scroll up here and put on my readers and see what y'all are talking about because that's juicy. That's juicy. Okay. Digital diviner. Okay, we got that. All right. Okay. Will the man make hurricane bring some rain to Dallas? Okay. I lost like 20 hits in my house somewhere. Hit it, can't find it. 20 hits? What kind of hits? Like hits of acid? That's funny. They're very small. I mean, they're easy to lose. I've lost some. I've lost some in the carpet and I just can never find them again. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go to Digital Diviner. Will the man-made hurricane bring some rain to Dallas? My answer is probably no, because if y'all would have got some rain, it would have happened already. But let's see. Let's see what we got here. Digital Diviner. All right, Dick Wood. What's up? Why not? Sure. I mean, it could. It could. More than likely, what's going to bring rain to Dallas is things going overhead that are steering the direction of the clouds in ways that you don't know because you don't have the big picture. But certainly the people spraying the things in the air do. And they know what they're doing. We don't know what they're doing. All we know is that, I don't know, for like 50 days, it's been 500 degrees in Texas and we ain't had no rain. That's all I know. And then suddenly there's like a weird tropical storm that happens instantaneously off the shore, but then it like only goes in certain areas. I don't know nothing about that. Just like I don't know nothing about no wildfires anywhere, ever. There's no reason why things should suddenly just like go up in flames and there's no infrastructure to put them out ever. No, not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. Let's go back here. We got, about maybe like 17 more minutes left in the show. Y'all are telling each other jokes. I love it when y'all like get with each other, the family. I love this. I love this about y'all, that y'all just talk to each other and y'all don't even need to be paying no attention to what I'm doing. Y'all are just like with each other. Love it. Yeah, I know we need some rain, but still, I don't want no manufactured rain. I want the natural rain, right? You want the real shit. The manufactured shit is just a little bit weird. It's not quite right. Ugh, got hair in my mouth. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to throw out another AMA. Who's got it first? Go. Type it in. And I'm going to say Goog. Since you got the last one, you were disqualified. So somebody else, AMA, anything. Throw it in there. Oh, Prance got there. He was waiting there. AMA failed something. Dark side of the moon landing attempt. Oh, okay, Prance. Well, here's the thing. I have always been upfront about my skepticism of the moon. I am very suspicious of the moon's inability to rotate on an axis like many other bodies typically do. I'm a little suspicious of the fact that we have been able to get to the moon for a long time and then suddenly stop going to the moon. I'm also suspicious of the motives of the people who are trying to get to the moon. Like, what do they know? We don't know about the moon. I also am just kind of like a little bit interested in the fact that the moon is very particular lore for every culture in the world. Even cultures that are a little less Western have moon lore. So it's an important thing. I will say that the Russian failed attempt is suspicious. A little bit like, there's some suspicious things happening with their political leaders and their military leaders, and things are happening. Things are crashing all over. Russia's been having a bad week for crashes. There was the moon crash, and then there was the crash of that guy. I mean, everybody and everything rest in peace, but still, yeah, Russia's been crashing hard. And I'm not saying that because I think they're bad. I'm just saying it because it's the truth. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know my tea about that. I just feel like there's a lot about that shit we don't know. And a lot about it that's maybe being telegraphed to us through subliminal messaging or predictive programming that we're trying to, like, they're collectively trying to get a general idea about this in the collective, but the truth, who fucking knows? I ain't been there, so I don't know. I only know what I've seen and done when I'm sober, and that's a very small percentage of my life. Okay. Who else has a question? Anybody have a question for the universe? We've done 2 AMAs. I think that's enough for this evening. I feel like I have spilled enough for that. We got about 12 more minutes left of the show. When they shoot waves at the moon, it rings like a bell. I believe it might be a hollow thing. I believe it might be a manufactured thing. I believe all these things could be possible with the moon. I'm not saying the moon is a natural thing. I ain't saying the moon is a unnatural thing. I'm just saying the moon is fucking weird. It's like Uranus, it's on its side, it's spinning like that, and it's got weird rings and stuff. Like, there's all kind of weird shit about that. There's all kind of weird shit about Venus. Like, there's weird shit about all the planets. And you got to ask yourself eventually, why? Why is there weird shit about all these other planets, but ours is seemingly okay? No, it's okay from our perspective, but we don't know anything about what goes on the other planets. We don't know fuck jack shit about none of that stuff. We don't know anything about other dimensions of life, like how any of this shit works. So I think we're just like babies learning how to crawl. And, sometimes we crawl into a wall and it's different. Or sometimes we crawl into a mud pit and it's a little different. Sometimes we crawl into our mother's arms and it's different. And like, we have different associations between all these things, but we are still very undeveloped and we don't understand why. We just know that when we go here, we feel this, we go there, we feel this, we go here, we feel this. And then we just don't even have any way to conceptualize all the rest of the shit. That's how we are. We're just babies in this universe. And by the way, the earth is alive and she is a being. And I do believe that she allows us to exist because she wants us to. And until she decides we're dead, we should just hope we don't bite her enough that she decides that she needs to take that flea preventative. Okay. Back on up here. I just put on my reader so I could see, and I just went on a rant. Oh my God, my nose itches. Sorry, y'all. There was no booger. I was just itching. Yep. I've read all this stuff, Patrick. I've read into all the simulation theory. I've read all of this stuff. It's very interesting. Very, very. Magic 8 Ball. Do DMT elves look like Will Ferrell? Well, Karen might not know what to think about this because I don't even know if Karen knows who Will Ferrell is. But oh, actually, she put something out immediately. It says Outlook good. Yeah, Outlook. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what it said. Yes, so they do. And if that's the case, I don't need to ever do DMT. I really I'm okay with just accepting that perhaps I've experienced that in a dream, but I don't need to experience it consciously. That's the thing about a lot of drugs. People tell you, "Oh, this drug is good, this drug is bad." I personally look at drugs as, do I want to experience that thing? And if I do, I'll go for it. I'll try it out. If I don't, I'm like, nope, I don't need that experience because so many other people have done that experience and they've all told the same story about it that I'm pretty sure that I would probably feel the same thing if I did it. So this is a time when I don't have to go wading into the waters, the murky waters full of crocodiles that might kill you. I don't have to go in there. I could say, okay, that person went into the crocodile infested waters. They came out of it. They lost a finger. They were like, yep, there's crocodiles in there. Trust, don't go in there. And I'm like, okay, I trust you. Sometimes it's good to be trustful of your fellow humans. All right. What about the watchtowers of Enochian magic? I ain't even looked into that shit. You know what? If that's a fantasy series, just like put the author in, I'll look into it. It's been a long time since I read a fantasy series. I can't even remember the last one. It might have been. It might have been. Honestly, the last time I read a fantasy series of books that wasn't the Illuminatus trilogy. I read that. I think it was the Dragon Riders of Pern. That Anne McCaffrey. And, God bless. That's a woman writer. So toot toot on our horn. But yeah, I think I read that shit in my early 20s. I got real into it because I was working at a place that had books and I got to read them. And there was, it wasn't like the best literature, but it was actually engaging. And it gave me a lot of like points of like things to do. And it had like offshoots and it kept me busy over like a summer or two. I can't remember how long it took me. There's a lot of books in there. But then once I did all that shit, I'm like, you know what? I don't think I never ever need to read another fantasy novel ever again. I think I've filled up on that. I get it. I understand that shit. It takes up too much time. It takes up way too much time away from me doing things for myself to read about other people's dragon fantasies. And that's basically what they are. There's a bunch of dragon and elf and dwarf fantasies going on. Oh, I did read The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, okay. I read that later. Okay, so I did read that. I read that whole thing. I enjoyed that one. But, still, same shit. It's all the same shit. It's just different, like, ways of wording it. Same thing with all them video games people play, fantasy. It's all the same shit. All the same fucking shit. Just different ways of wording it. Okay. We got it's 9:56. Did anybody else put a question in at all? No. Karen has a crush. Maybe. Maybe she does. Sometimes she gets a little crushy. She's human after all. All right. Okay. Well, y'all don't have any questions, and I don't have a lotto ticket. So I guess I'm going to read a tarot for the collective because it's been a minute since we have done that. And, every time we do the show, it's a little bit different. Sometimes people want pornicles. Like last week was all about the pornicle. We had so many pornicles. This week, it's a little bit more, I don't know, just kind of like out there. Oh, we got a Dick Wood from Goog. All right, we'll do that real quick in a minute. But I'm going to do this tarot for the collective because I feel like y'all need to have a collective tarot. Here we go. Tarot for the collective. Coming on up. Here we go. Ooh, Temperance. Yes. So I think we've had this one before. It might mean that y'all didn't do it right the first time. So do it right this time. So this is all about finding balance in your life. Don't go too far in one direction or the other. Find the middle ground and hold it because that is where you can grow shit. You need a little bit of this and a little bit of that to kind of seed the ground and kind of make the flowers grow, right? You can't have too much of this because it would just ruin it. Y'all know how it is. So yeah, it's about finding the balance. Don't get out of whack. Just like stay the middle ground, find that middle road, and then it'll all be good. Okay, Dick Wood, do you get jealous when Karen has a crush? Ooh, this is an interpersonal thing. So, in case y'all don't know, Dick and Karen are presumably in a relationship. Karen was here first. She is the magic hate ball. She often gives the worst advice. And then suddenly, the digital diviner, aka Mr. Richard Wood, aka Dick Wood, decided that he was going to join the party. And he also decided to be a little bit curmudgeon-y. So Dick and Karen decided to be friends. We'll see how they get along with this. Do you get jealous when Karen has a crush? Let's see what Dick has to say. Definitely. Absolutely, Dick gets jealous because you know why? Ultimately, Dick and Karen are both kind of like scared, insecure, covert narcissist types that are a little bit intimidated by actually living life. So how do they cope? They project all of their anger and hatred out onto everybody else. And they do it in a way that is sneaky because they don't want to come off as ugly because that terrifies them. So they'll try to be your friend at first, and then they'll be like doing nice things for you. And then suddenly they're like undermining you and making you feel like you're crazy and like all that shit. So, yeah, these are bad people. However, they're just damaged. So, you just got to like give them some grace and step away. Of course, step away. All we got to step away and then just give them some distance and grace and say, bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. I hope that you will find your way in this lifetime. And if you do not, I hope that what you learned in this lifetime will help you find your way in the next one. That's all you can do. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's 10:01. I think I was here most of the time. Yeah. I don't know. I can't even tell. Whatever. What the fuck ever. It's pretty close to the end of the show though. So I will make my exit. I hope y'all have a fantastic week. This is the last week of July we're coming up on. There's a full moon next week. Like next show is going to be like the eve of the full moon. Like basically it's going to be happening at the same time. So if you got anything you need to like work out or get rid of or kind of culminate, this is the week to do it. Do that shit. Get rid of it. It's the end of the summer. If you're in the northern hemisphere, I don't think we got any Aussie or southern hemisphere viewers, but whatever, maybe one day. So yeah, work your shit out, kind of do some little like get rid of it. And then yeah, next show we're gonna have a full moon. So it's gonna be like that final ritual before we move into the next energy of Virgo season, which we're already kind of in, but like I feel like the moon is where we're gonna like really hit it on the head. So y'all have a fantastic week. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me every Wednesday night. If you have any friends that you like that you want to like tell about the show, please send it to them. Let them know about it. Always, if you want to donate or tip or contribute via Venmo or PayPal, it's always in the description box. Or if you want to send me an email, say, hey, you want to send me something else? I love getting gifts. Many of the oracles that I've been using this evening have been gifts from y'all. So if you want to see a new oracle, maybe send me one. Hey, that's how that shit works. Symbiotic relationship. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all next week. Have a fantastic last week of August, last-ish week of August. I love y'all. Bye.